classmates! Today our group will present the topic The Counselor's Role in Preventing Student Burnout to fulfill the English for Academic Purpose final project. Next, in this presentation we will start from problem background, then explain the definition and theoretical concepts, present supporting data from articles and news, illustrate some example, discuss the counselor's role, and explain intervention strategies, and also provide a conclusion. Next. Before we begin discussing the material, we would like to introduce the members of our group. First of all, my name is Hana Fauzalfia with student ID number 2285230032. Next.
My name is Vinanda Bayanti Priyatna with student ID number 2285230022.
My name is Citra Nurlaila Mufarliha with student ID number 2285230026.
My name is Muhammad Rafidi Tamam with student ID number 2285230030.
Next, problem background. Student burnout has become a serious concern in educational settings due to increasing academic demands such as heavy workloads and high performance expectation, and that's why burnout happens. Prolonged exposure to these pressures can lead to emotional exhaustion, loss of motivation, and decreased concentration, and that's how burnout affects the student. Burnout goes beyond temporary stress, as it negatively affects academic achievement and students' mental well-being. For academics and counseling students, understanding student burnout is crucial, as it highlights the urgent need for effective preventive strategies and strengthens the professional role of counselors in supporting students' academic and psychological development. To better understand how counselor can effectively prevent student burnout, it's important first to examine the definition and theoretical concepts. And now, let's begin with the definition of student burnout. Student burnout is psychological syndrome that emerges as a prolonged response to academic stressors, characterized by emotional exhaustion, cynicism, and reduced academic efficacy. This conceptualization is adapted from the burnout framework developed by Maslach and Jackson at 1981, and later extended to educational settings. Next, and when does academic stress become a student burnout? According to Schoeffele et al. At 2002, student burnout arises when academic demands chronically exceed students' coping capacities, leading to emotional and behavioral decline. Burnout is not simply stress, it's the breakdown of motivation, engagement, and emotional resilience due to prolonged unmanaged stress. Based on Later and Maslach at 2016. And next, the theoretical frameworks related to burnout. First of all, we'll take a look to Maslach burnout theory. The Maslach Burnout Inventory, or MBI, remains the foundational theoretical model in burnout research. Its key dimensions include emotional exhaustion, depersonalization or cynicism, and reduced personal accomplishment. In students, this model explains how excessive workload and academic pressure drain emotional resources and diminish motivation. And the next is Job Demands Resources Model, or GDR model. Originally developed for work settings, the GDR model has been adapted to education. Burnout occurs when academic demands such as workload and examinations exceed available resources like social support, counseling services, and study skills. This model highlights the preventive role of counselors in strengthening the students' coping resources and promoting resilience. And the last is Cognitive Behavioral Theory. Cognitive behavioral perspective from back at 2011 explain burnout in terms of maladaptive thoughts such as perfectionism, catastrophizing, and negative self-beliefs. Counselors help students identify and restructure these thoughts to develop healthier cognitive patterns, which reduces the risk of burnout. Next, counselors' role based on theories. Based on school counseling frameworks, American School Counselors Association 2019, World Health Organization School Mental Health Report, counselors help prevent burnout through three main mechanisms. First is enhancing academic resources. Grounded in the GDR model, counselors improve student resources pool by providing emotional support, teaching coping and stress management skills, and offering time management and study skills guidance. These resources act as a buffer against academic demands. Next, early identification and intervention. Counselors use psychological tools such as the MBI student survey to detect early signs of burnout, including exhaustion, disengagement, and declining motivation. This aligns with preventive mental health approaches in educational psychology. And the last is cognitive restructuring. Based on the cognitive behavioral theory, counselors assist students in challenging negative thought patterns, building self-efficacy, and replacing maladaptive beliefs. Techniques include cognitive reframing, stress inoculation training, mindfulness-based strategies, and problem-solving therapy and rational emotive behavior therapy, which help students identify and change irrational beliefs into rational and adaptive thinking. And so that was the theoretical foundation behind student burnout and the counselor's preventive role. To make this concept more concrete, my friend will now present several supporting articles and news reports that show how student burnout appears in real-life situations, especially among today's students. I will now hand over the presentation to my partner. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Hannah. Next, I will continue the presentation by discussing the supporting data related to our main topic. In this section, I use two credible journal articles that explain how school counselors play an important preventive role in reducing student burnout. I'll start with the first supporting data. This information is taken from a national study conducted by Astuti and her team in 2023. In the study, students joined group counseling sessions that use self-management and cognitive restructuring techniques. This technique helps increase students' self-efficacy, meaning the students become more confident and better at handling academic pressure. This improvement is important because higher self-efficacy can help prevent burnout before it becomes more serious. The study also reported a significant rise in students' post-test scores, which show that this form of counseling is effective in helping students become more resilient. Okay, next. The second supporting data comes from a study published by Lestari and her team in Insight Journal in 2024. This study used two types of group counseling: cognitive dispute and imagination dispute. As shown on the slide, the pre-test and the post-test scores all show a clear downward pattern. Burnout level dropped by 25% in the first group and by 14% in the second group. This downward percentage indicates that students experience less burnout after participating in counseling sessions. This provides strong evidence that counseling intervention can directly reduce academic burnout. From the two studies, we can see that different counseling approaches such as emotional support, self-management, and cognitive strategies help students manage academic stress more effectively and become more resilient. This finding clearly highlights the preventive role of school counselors. That is all for my part about supporting data. I will now pass the presentation to the next speaker.
Burnout or learning fatigue is increasingly experienced by students in secondary school. Burnout makes students easily tired, lose motivation, struggle to concentrate, and even feel insecure when reaching academic tasks. Based on several journal reviews, it is evident that school counselors play an essential role in helping students overcome this condition. As SMK N1 Widasari, for example, the school counselor identified several students who show signs of burnout. Some feel pressure due to family problems, some were overwhelmed by the teaching style of certain teacher, and others had completely lost their motivation to learn. Their symptoms appeared in the form of frequently sleeping in class, reluctance to complete assignment, and a continuous decline in academic performance. To address this issue, The counselor first conduct an assessment by gathering in-depth information about the student problems, through interviews, observation, and questionnaires. After identifying the causes of burnout, the counselor provide individual counseling to help students calm themselves, manage their emotion, and find learning strategies that fit their needs. At certain time, the counselor also introduce enjoyable activities such as simple games or motivational exercise to give students a brief mental break from their trying academic routine. These activities help students feel more relaxed and gradually regain their enthusiasm for learning. Next. In addition, the counselor held group counseling sessions where students could share their experience, express their concern, and support one another. Many students report feeling more at ease after realizing that we are not alone and that others face similar struggle. This approach helps reduce feeling of fatigue and strengthen their learning motivation. In another journal, counselor applied a more creative technique, namely the scavenger hunt game during classroom readings. This activity encouraged students to move actively, stay engaged, and maintain the focus, be creating a fun and lively learning atmosphere. Student burnout level decreased significantly. Many students state they feel more enthusiastic and prepared to participate in lesson after engaging in the activity. Another effective approach is RLDT group counseling, in which students are trying to change negative thought pattern into healthier and more rational ones. Counselor with students to challenge irrational beliefs such as I'm not capable or I'm always fail, and replace them with more positive and realistic truth. After several sessions, many students experience a substantial decrease in burnout and begin to refocus on their learning goal.
Next, analyze. Burnout is defined as a dilemma between the demands of study that are not balanced with their abilities, which can cause students to feel psychological pressure, and ultimately become susceptible to burnout. Maharani, 2019. Burnout makes students feel exhausted emotionally, physically, and mentally. So what will happen? Impact to irrational thinking in students, such as cheating on exam, not knowing which learning style suits you, being lazy about studying, even feeling sleepy or falling asleep during class. Next. Why can burnout lead to irrational thinking? Burnout leads to extreme fatigue and impaired cognitive function due to stress, and also increased emotional response. What counselor may do? Group counseling service are provided using the REBT approach, cognitive dispute technique, and imagination dispute to change irrational thinking into rational thinking. Next, the graph show up significant decrease from the initial score pre-test to the score after group counseling service. This indicates that group counseling with the REBT approach using cognitive dispute and imagination dispute technique can reduce burnout level experienced by students. Next, guidance and counseling believe that every person's behavior must have a reason why someone can behave that way. To change someone's behavior, the first thing that must be improved is that person's truth. In addition, people who experience burnout tend to feel low self-esteem, apathy, and feeling ineffectiveness towards everything. REBT group counseling is considered quite ineffective in changing student irrational thinking into rational thinking. Next, I hand it over to my friend. Thank you.
So, school counselors play an essential role in preventing student burnout. Through emotional support and counseling strategies, students are helped to manage stress and regain motivation. Thank you for listening, and may we all continue building learning environment where students feel support, understood, and empowered.